Happy December, everyone. I can't believe we're almost done 2024. And I want to take this time to do a recap of the November 2024 Sarnia-Lambton real estate market. And those that don't know, my name's Sean Ryan, and I'm the broker of record here at Blue Coast Realty. So let's take a recap and let's look at the numbers from 2024 year to date. Let's look at just November. Let's see how they compare to 2023. I want to tell you about some trends I'm seeing here in the Sarnia-Lambton real estate market as well. So let's start off with how many listings do we have in 2024? And these are just based on residential stats, by the way. So we had 207 listings last month, and that was compared to 180 in 2023. So number of sales was interesting. We had 117 sales in November 2024 compared to 89. And they were looking at the average sale price, $524,000 last month, and that was compared to $540 the year before, and that's a bit of a decrease. That's about 2.8% decrease in the average sale price, which really isn't a big deal in Sarnia-Lambton. And then the medium sale price was $460 compared to $485, so that was down by about 5%. Now we look year to date, how are we doing in the market compared to 2023? Because 2023 was a bit of a rough market in the sense where things really did slow down, and so did the beginning of 2024. So listings, we saw 2,692 listings year to date by the end of November, and then last year at that time we saw 2,329. So we're up amount of listings by about 15%, and then amount of sales. Here's interesting. So year to date last year was 1,272, and then in 2024 we saw 1,337. So we are seeing the number of sales increase by about 5%. And then now the average sale price year to date, the last average sale price I quoted you was just for the month of November, was $529,000 compared to $535. So we're only down by about 1% on the average sale price compared to 2023. So we are starting to see that trend of pricing start to increase in Sarnia-Lambton again. And it was very interesting. You know, we know in 2022 the market really peaked, and then 2023 was a bit of a year of an adjustment. And I think as we went into 2024, that adjustment continued. But I'm starting to see a trend of prices start to go up a little bit, and especially in those medium and lower price ranges especially, we're starting to see things kick up a little bit and activity really pick up. Now let's break down all those sales we had in a month. So bungalows, one floor, average sale price was $530,000. 57 of those were bungalows this month in November. 2 stories, 18 2-stories, average price $528,000. Now story and a half came in a third at 14, and it was about $502,000 average sale price. And we see a lot of story and a halves and like the tree streets, those wartime style houses, and then raised ranches came in at 5th with 7 sales and an average price of $514,000. So there wasn't a lot of price points under $500,000. So what are we starting to see with trends in the Sarnia-Lambton real estate market? For instance, I would say back in October and September, if I would have listed a home, let's say under $500,000, I would have had about 5 showings on it. It would have been a little slow. I would have had some activity. I am seeing now that same home in November, we would have had 15 to 20 showings on it. So we have seen sales activity and overall people looking at homes really start to pick up in the month of November. We haven't seen that trickle up though to the higher price ranges. And that's where it all starts, is in those lower price ranges, those first time home buyers. We start to see the activity, we start to see prices increase, and it starts to trickle up. I was in multiple offers on a few listings last month as well, but they weren't going over like 50, 60, 100K. Most were going over 10,000. We did see one that went about 70,000 over, what I haven't seen in a very long time. Very unique bungalow in a very unique pocket of North End Sarnia. So I think that's why. We do see another rate announcements coming up December 11th, 2024. All signs point towards about a 1/4 point decrease, which would really echo what the Bank of Canada's language has been all this year, is they're going to continue to decrease. And I think we're going to see about a 1/4 point. Not going to be a big game changer, but it's going to continue to add confidence into the market, because I think a lot of first time buyers right now are sitting on the sidelines and they're going, I'm waiting for rates to go down, I'm waiting for rates to go down. But what they don't realize is by the rates to go down a bit more, you may save $5,000 the term of your mortgage, but I do think we're going to see prices continue to rise into the new year, especially in that first time home buyer price range. Like, we see prices go up by about 5% next year if things keep on going the way they're going. So I really look at, you know, if you're a first time home buyer getting into the market sooner than later, because I think you're going to be a little disappointed in yourself next year when you go to get in and maybe you're competing more and it's going to be a tougher time. Also interesting, about 50% of Canadian mortgages are up for renewal over the next 2 years. So I could really see the Bank of Canada really keep taking action steps to decrease that mortgage rate as well, because some people could be in trouble if mortgage rates aren't below 4% when those renewals start to come in, because like I said, 50% of Canadian mortgages are up for renewal, and a lot of those people would have bought in 2021, 2022, when the market was really at the height. We're seeing a lot of people renew now that bought in like 2018, 2019, when prices were a bit lower in Sarnia-Lambton. So that's your breakdown of the Sarnia-Lambton real estate market in November. What do you think prices are gonna do? What do you think the market's gonna do in 2025 in Sarnia-Lambton? Thanks for watching. Remember to put Sean on your line, and we'll talk to you soon.